In my latest video for the Vim Hot Tips and Tricks series, I talked about my workflow for staging Git commits within Vim using the Vim Fugitive plugin. And I love posts like this or videos like this because they give me a chance to put a series of features and commands in the context of a workflow. And I think that's when they really shine through in terms of their utility. And a couple people came onto this and commented some pretty helpful things that I wanted to point out. This bit here about using the dash to push individual commits as well as all unpushed commits, I will show that off in a minute. David here asked about using what the second colon is for when I do colon GE and then colon again. And I was pretty stumped by that, but I was really appreciative of David digging in and finding out that the colon is a fugitive object. So we'll look at that as well. And then another David here looked at, or rather pointed out that we can use the sort of side-by-side diff view rather than the git add patch view when figuring out what changes we want to have staged. So I'm going to look at all of those things over here. So if I jump back to, just my README here, if I were to do just colon G like that, which is short for colon git, that's going to open up the status window in a split right here. And I'm going to Q to leave that. And so what the one person pointed out when I'm doing GE colon is that's just sort of shorthand for saying gedit and then passing in colon as an argument. And if I do that, that opens up this full window version of the Git summary. And that is because this colon is one of a variety of fugitive objects that you can specify when using the gedit command. So let's look at fugitive objects real quick. See, there's a whole bunch of them. You can reference the head commit, you can reference different branches, you can use the sort of rev parse modifiers to find like a grandparent of like the head commit, for instance. But the one that was pointed out is the colon, which refers to the Git fugitive or the fugitive summary. So if I jump to that tag, we can see, again, this is just a shorthand for the Git command. And the only difference is it's opening it up in a full window instead of in the split. So that's what the colon G E colon does. Again, I could do it like that or like that. It all does the same. So now that I'm in here, I want to look at how to do the diff, the side-by-side diff view. So I've got some unstaged changes in my README here. And so if I am to hit DV, that opens up this side-by-side diff view, and I can go down to the changes, and I can see real clearly this is what it was before, 1054, and now it's 1055. Then in this diff view, it's even nice enough to highlight the specific character that changed. So yeah, now that my cursor's over there, I can do, I believe, DP to sort of push the diff over from this area into the staging area. And so it just sort of like collapses when I hit that because now there's no longer a diff between those two. They're in sync because I've staged that. And then similarly down here, I've got this new line with the file that I'm adding here in the listing, and that's replacing, or rather it's like going in between 255 and 256, so it's becoming the new 256. And so I can hit DP to push the diff over from the unstaged area into the staged area. That's everything there is in terms of the diff of this file. So it looks like this is still registering as unstaged. So I think what I need to do, if I do the DV again, is I need to DP to put that over there. And then if I gwrite that, this file has uncommitted changes. Okay, what if I do the gwrite over here? Does that seem to do it? The README is written, and if I quit out of here, I'm back in this fugitive file, and then I can GE again. There, now the README is staged. So from there, I've got everything I need to make a commit. So I'll do, I can do gcommit, that's an option. I still like to do cdc, and that opens me up in this tab that is in verbose mode with all of my changes down here. And I'll just add a message for that. And that's it for my commit message. I'll save and quit, and it makes that commit. And now we can see that I have 2 unpushed commits over here, and that gets me to the third thing I wanted to look at. So going down here, I can go over just one of these, and I can hit the hyphen, and that's going to sort of bring up this command here, which I can then hit enter. And what that'll do is that'll push this one commit up so that it's on the remote. But I'm going to wipe that out, because what I want to do instead is do all of them. And so I'm going to hit hyphen while I'm on the unpushed to origin master line. And now that's going to create a git push command that will push both of them up. And so if I hit enter and I give it a second to actually do the round trip, there you can see it disappeared now because it is now in sync with what is on the remote. Those are the 3 things that I wanted to look at from the comments on this YouTube video. Yeah, thank you everybody for kind of contributing and jumping into the conversation. Made for another good follow-up video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button wherever it shows up on yours. Make sure to leave a comment if you have any additional questions or comments, and I appreciate you taking the time to watch.